There are an abundance of medical resources available to African American and Latina women in New York City that other urban areas do not provide, not only because of political, economic, and social structures that are in place, but primarily due to the diverse population that inhabits New York City's metropolitan area. Trying to make the best decisions within the limitations of the healthcare system can be especially rough for patients who are in the low socioeconomic status bracket and for patients who come from an ethnic minority background. So lower economic status is associated with lower life expectancy, higher overall mortality rates, and higher rates of infant and perinatal mortality. Looking at reproductive health through the eco-social perspective is crucial to examining reproductive health education and treatment accessibility for ethnic minorities, specifically African American and Latina women in New York City. Many people who live in New York City's metropolitan area and come from a low socioeconomic household are women of ethnic minority. African American women receive less qualitative reproductive health education and have limited accessibility to quality treatment, which may be the reason why African Americans tend to have higher rates of infections and/or diseases associated to their reproductive health than other women. I find that reproductive health education and reproductive treatment accessibility is interesting because oftentimes reproductive healthcare decisions aren't necessarily based on diseases like it is in other realms of medicine. Reproductive healthcare decisions are based on natural occurring bodily processes that involve the reproductive anatomy, such as maternity care, menstruation, or menopause. Making medicalization, which is basically medicating a part of a natural occurring bodily process that doesn't need medicating, is a threatening variable in attaining reproductive health treatment. Reliable reproductive care is becoming less attainable. With increasing costs from superfluous medical treatment, the imminent threat that treatments being received are ineffective, and the looming fear of exposure to other ailments that may rear its head in the future. Although patients need to find and attain the resources to make best use of the quality of treatment received, not everyone has feasible access to treatment. Financial incentives are hardwired into the healthcare system, which values and prizes the utilization of certain medical machinery and prescriptions above the, quote, talk time that goes along with preventative care. So social inequality is a fundamental cause of disease. Social inequality of healthcare ripples from municipal level determinants of health, such as urban living conditions, to individual public health interventions. Gathering community-based research on this topic entails gathering longitudinal data on reproductive health treatment received by African American and Latina women. Educating African American and Latina women on available reproductive health services can strengthen doctor-to-patient relationships, allowing more informative consultation and better quality treatment. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to watch other videos regards to public health, please go to my website. It's www.vondechii.com.